Hey everybody, it's Brian, the Math Content Development Manager here at NurseHub. Welcome to our Math Question of the Day. For access to over 7,500 questions like these, and for my full HESI math course with video lessons and practice quizzes, head over to nursehub.com and sign up to become a premium member using the link in the description below. And before we get any further, make sure you like, subscribe, and sign up for notifications from our YouTube channel so you'll know as soon as we post new content each day. Not just math content, but a question of the day for every subject we have. So why don't you take a second to check nursehub.com and sign up, and to also subscribe below. Don't worry, I'll be right here waiting for you. All right, I hope you did it, but let's continue. So today's question is going to come from the HESI math section. But this skill is tested on both the HESI and the TEAS. So although the question stems are going to look a little bit different, the overall understanding of the skill is the same. You can also find the link to this practice quiz for the skill that we're going to cover on our website in the description below. Are you ready? Let's look. We are going to solve for m. We have 3 times m plus 9 minus 2m equals 8 times 6 minus m plus 5m minus 1. Is it A, m equals 7, B, m equals 6, C, m equals 5, or D, m equals 4? Why don't you take some time to hit pause right here, work through the problem yourself, and then we'll go through the problem together. So hit pause now so you can try this on your own. All right, we are going to go through the problem together, so remember, if you need more time, continue to hit pause, work through, but let's go through it together. All right, so when we are going to solve this problem, even though it's algebra, we are going to still use order of operations to help us clear some things up. So remember, we start with parentheses first, then exponents, then multiplication and division left to right, whichever comes first, then addition and subtraction. This is going to help us just clean a few things up, help us to go where to start, and then I'll explain how order of operations are going to come into play. So first I see parentheses, and I see distribution. So what this tells me is that this 3 is being multiplied by the m and by a positive 9 on the inside. So this parenthesis really turns into 3m, so 3 times m is 3m, plus 3 times 9 is 27. I continue along, minus 2m equals, and I notice the same thing on the other side. So I notice that I have 8 times 6, that's going to give me 48, and then I have 8 times a negative m. So remember, when we have a minus sign, that's going to stay with the number or symbol behind it. So that's 8 times a negative 1m, because we just had one of them, which is going to be minus 8m, or a negative 8m, plus 5m minus 1. Now, some of us may be confused as to where to go from here. I like to draw a line down the middle to remind myself that both sides have to stay balanced, so that what I do to one side, I make sure I do it to the other. But before we do anything, we really want to simplify our terms on the left side and simplify our like terms on the right side. So on the left side, I see that I have a 3m and a minus 2m. 3 minus 2 leaves me with just 1m. So I have m plus 27, because this positive 27 or plus 27 just comes down. There was nothing to combine it with. Now I look on the other side. So I have 48, and I have minus 1. So 48 minus 1 is going to give me 47. Then if I have minus 8 plus 5m, so negative 8m plus 5m, that's going to leave me with a negative 3m. So these two sides are equal. We've simplified. Now we can solve. One of the things I like to tell people is moving your variable to the side that will keep your whole amount positive is best. So in this case, I'm going to add 3m to both sides. Because if I add 3m to both sides, minus 3m plus 3m, that will cancel. And I'm left with 4m plus 27 equals 47. My m value stayed positive. Minus 27, minus 27. 27 minus 27, that cancels out. So I'm left with 4m. I know I write 4s differently every time, but no, it's still 4 each time I write it. And 47 minus 27 equals 20. I divide both sides by 4, divide by 4, m equals 5. So our correct answer here is that m equals 5. So go to our answer choices, and I go to C. Now, if you were in a pickle and you really weren't sure how to finish this one, or even how to start it, you had 4 answer options. You could have chosen one of these options for m, put it in, solved for the left side, solved for the right side, and saw if they were equal. The problem with this method is that it is way more time consuming to try all 4 of these numbers, to do the math for all 4 of those numbers to find the right answer. Not only time consuming, but you only have so much brain power to have when you go through these. So by trying all 4, you're wasting a lot of your own brain power and your focus that could be used for questions down the road. So, how did you do? Well, great job today. I'm so excited we got to go through that one. Algebra is always a favorite of mine. So remember, when you sign up to become a premium member at nursehub.com, you will gain access to over 7,500 practice questions in all tested subject areas. All of them, not just math, all of them. Plus my HESI Math Review video course. So let's work together to get you ready to pass your entrance exam. Don't forget, you can comment your questions below. Hope to see you soon.